Ford just announced all-new Ford Maverick for 2027, and it is one of the best version till date. They are also announcing a new engine for Maverick, and that will completely change the market. And also, wait till the price reveal, because it will make you very happy. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the main highlight of 2027 Maverick first. The all-new engine. The 2027 Ford Maverick Hybrid is running a 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired with an electric motor. Combined output is 191 horsepower. In all-wheel drive trim, 0 to 60 comes in around 6.7 seconds. That's genuinely in line with a lot of compact crossovers people already call quick. Nobody's getting behind the wheel of this thing feeling like they gave something up. Trust me. And here's the part that actually blew my mind a little. That same setup, the one giving you real, usable power, is also the reason this truck barely drinks fuel. We're talking 42 miles per gallon in the city, 35 on the highway. Combined, that's 39 miles per gallon with front-wheel drive. Go all-wheel drive and it drops a bit to 37 combined, which, I mean, that's a number plenty of small SUVs would be proud of, let alone a pickup. I remember when hybrid truck wasn't even really a category. Now here we are, and nothing else on sale right now is touching these numbers. Nothing. Best part? You don't plug anything in, no charging stops, no planning your route around a charger. You just drive it like a normal truck, and it sips instead of guzzles. Let's actually put that into real numbers for a second, because miles per gallon doesn't hit the same until you turn it into cash. Say you're driving around 15,000 miles a year, pretty average for most people. In a typical mid-size truck getting maybe 20 miles per gallon, you're burning through something like 750 gallons of gas a year. In the Maverick Hybrid at 39 combined, that same 15,000 miles only needs around 385 gallons. That's roughly 365 gallons you're just not buying anymore. At today's gas prices, that's real money staying in your pocket every single month, and over a few years of ownership, it genuinely adds up. So, quick and efficient. Great combo. But none of that matters if the thing can't actually work like a truck, right? So let's talk capability. With the optional tow package, the Maverick pulls up to 4,000 pounds. Payload sits at 1,500 pounds. So think small boat down a muddy ramp, loaded utility trailer up a grade. That's exactly the situation this package is built for. Want to go further off-road? The XLT has an optional FX4 off-road package, all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, hill descent control, skid plates, dedicated off-road drive modes. The all-wheel drive setup also gives you 8.1 inches of ground clearance, so we're not just talking wet parking lots here. This thing can actually go do stuff. Now here's something people don't talk about enough, and it ties right back into how this thing drives. The Maverick's built on a Unibody platform, same basic idea as a crossover, instead of the traditional body-on-frame setup most trucks use. That matters more than it sounds like. Spend a few hours in a body-on-frame truck on a road trip, and you'll feel every seam in the road, every bump, straight through the cab. It wears on you. The Maverick doesn't do that. Struts up front, multi-link in the back, and the ride just stays quiet and composed. Road noise is well controlled. It genuinely feels closer to a crossover than a traditional pickup. And if most of your driving is commuting instead of hauling gravel, that's honestly the whole reason to pick this over something bigger. All right, let's hop inside for a second, because the cabin's worth talking about too. Every single Maverick comes with 4 doors and 5 seats. That's it. That's the only layout Ford's offering, and honestly, that's the right call. No stripped-down 2-door version you have to steer clear of. You get a real back seat every time. Up front, the seats are actually comfortable. Good lumbar support, tilt and telescope wheel, so you can actually dial in the driving position, which sounds small until you're 2 hours into a road trip and your back is killing you in some other truck. Higher trims get power-adjustable seats, even a heated steering wheel. In the back, you've got 35.9 inches of legroom. Need more cargo space than the bed gives you? Fold the rear seats down. Opens things up a lot for longer stuff. Materials feel solid throughout too, especially on the Lariat and Tremor, which add leatherette seats and dual-zone automatic climate control. And the tech in here, Ford didn't hold back. Every Maverick, base trim included, comes with a 13.2-inch touchscreen. That's not some upgrade you pay extra for. That's standard. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, Bluetooth, a Wi-Fi hotspot, all standard too. Step up to the Lariat and you get a Bang & Olufsen 8-speaker sound system, built-in navigation, wireless phone charging, satellite radio, keyless ignition, remote start. Safety-wise, Ford's Copilot 360 suite is standard. Automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise on certain trims. Go with the Lariat or Tremor, and you're adding blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alerts, intersection collision mitigation, rear automatic braking. Lariat also gets a 360-degree camera and front parking sensors, which, trust me, makes tight parking lots so much less stressful. Quick word on how it looks, because I know some of you are just here for that. Ford gave the Maverick a styling update recently, and this new one carries that forward. Sharper lines, bolder front end, just under 200 inches long, so it's small enough to actually maneuver in a tight garage, but it doesn't look shrunken either. Sculpted body sides, angular headlights, clean tailgate, solid color lineup too. Everything from a bold orange Fury metallic to a more low-key marsh gray. So, price, because I know that's what everyone scrolls down for anyway. Base XL trim is expected to start around $30,000. The XLT, probably the one most people are going to end up buying, real talk, lands around $33,000. And the fully loaded Lariat Hybrid comes in around $40,000. It's arriving fall of 2026. That's crossover money. But you're getting a real bed, real towing capacity, and 39 miles per gallon out of a standard hybrid setup. No plug required. If you've been cross-shopping compact SUVs, this makes that decision a lot harder to justify going the SUV route. Right now, the Maverick's basically got this whole lane to itself. But that's about to change. Toyota's throwing their hat in with a new model called the Stout, so competition's coming. Anyway, that's the 2027 Maverick Hybrid. Genuinely one of the more impressive small trucks I've looked at in a while. If you want to know whether you should actually wait for the competition or just buy now, I've got a whole video breaking that down. Check it out next.